Welcome to The Bark, episode 4. As always, I'm your host, Ken Paul. We do not have Cameron Page with us, but we do have Colby Bunce. And today we are joined by the head boys basketball coach, Coach Buck. So last night you won your first game in tournament.
Yes, sir.
Against Warner Robins. Tell us a little bit about that game.
Well, last night was a very, very tough game, tournament atmosphere. Warner Robins has beaten us on 2 previous occasions this year where we had leads in both games, and they somehow, in the third quarter, managed to just outman us. And we were determined to do some things different, and we guarded a little bit better, and we got Judd going early, and that established our inside presence. And Jalen Sanford was incredible offensively. It was just a total team effort. A kid who hadn't played on the varsity none this year, outside of some scrap time, came in and gave us some valuable minutes. That was Tyler Wold, and he did a good job for us. So it was a total team effort, but we didn't have much time to celebrate because we got Eagles Landing, which is preseason state champion. They picked to win the state, so we got them on Thursday night. So we got to get ready for them.
All right, so what was the leading factor for this win? Some people will say it's assists, some people will say it's rebounds. For your team, what was that?
I think we just got stops when we needed to get stops on the defensive end, and we made free throws. We got to the free throw line maybe 25 to 28 times last night, and we probably shot about 80%. Jalen Sanford alone went to the free throw line 17 times and made 15. So whenever you can go to the free throw line and shoot over 75%, you stand a good chance of winning. So, and we hadn't shot free throws well leading up into this game, but the last game we played, which was against Dutchtown, we're starting to come back to where we once was before Christmas. So we had some injuries right after Christmas, and some guys missed some games, and we lost a little bit of confidence, I think, but we're starting to get it back.
All right, and so you said you had Eagles Landing next. How are you guys preparing for that game?
Well, we played them pretty close, within a possession or two each time, and they just kind of pulled away from us in the last closing seconds of the game, the last minute or so. We have to do a good job of containing their big three. I think they got a kid that's going to Mercer, number 12, David Thomas, and they got a junior named Chris Morris, he is a phenomenal athlete. He's big, he's a bruiser, and he's strong. So, and their point guard who initiates everything. So we got to do a good job on those guys. We have to get back in defensive transition, and we have to rebound the basketball. If we don't rebound the basketball, it's going to be a long night for us.
Right. When it comes to coaching, what is your main focus as your coaching, how would I say this, main idea?
To get the guys to play as one unit.
Okay.
Not 5 individuals, but as a fist. So if we're like this here, we ain't gonna win many games. But if we're playing like this here, we're together, we're tight, we're a unit, and it's gonna be hard for teams to beat us. And they just gotta trust each other and believe in each other. And that's the biggest thing that we're trying to do now, is that trust each other and believe in each other, and everything's gonna be fine.
All right. Well, do you have any players that you would say has really stepped into their own as the season has progressed?
Judd has been a very pleasant surprise for us, coming from the league that he played in, where he just kind of dominated and averaged 18 rebounds. And, everything we get from Judd right now is a bonus, because I didn't know exactly I knew he was big, but, he's had a few games where he had 17 points and 10 rebounds, or 9 points and 14 rebounds. So right now he's doing what he needs to do. If I can keep him, if I can get him to continue to make his free throws, that's going to be a huge bonus. Dathan Harris has been injured. He's coming back off a separated shoulder, but he has worked his tail off to be one of the top players in his league, along with Jalen Sanford. So those 3 guys, they're going to carry the load for us.
All right. Well, I do appreciate you coming out and doing this little interview with us.
Not a problem, guys. Enjoyed it.
Thank you. This has been The Bark, and thank you for listening.